What if I told you that you're a glutton? Would you be shocked? Puzzled? You may be constantly stuffing your mind but starving your soul. Today we're going to talk about the subtle signs of psychological gluttony and what it really means to have too much of a good thing. When you find yourself endlessly scrolling, ask yourself, what am I looking for? Are you truly present in the moment or just trying to fill the void? Mindless scrolling can become a crutch, a way to escape from the present moment and avoid dealing with your emotions. To put it simply, it means that you're over-consuming things that don't really nourish your mind, body, or soul. Start with mindful silence. Even 5 minutes of silence a day can make a big difference. Unfollow accounts that feed your ego and comparison. Replace consumption with creation. It's important to be aware of how much we re-consuming and what we refilling our minds with. If any of this felt uncomfortably true, know that you're not alone. We've all been there. The first step towards change is awareness. Our minds are like gardens, and whatever we plant in them will grow. If we plant seeds of negativity, anger, and comparison, we will reap the fruits of an anxious, cluttered mind. But if we plant seeds of gratitude, joy, and mindfulness, we will reap the fruits of a peaceful, focused mind. Journal, walk, reflect, create, instead of consume. Sit with boredom. That's where your true self begins to speak. Just like the body gets sick from eating too much, your mind can get foggy, anxious, and emotionally bloated from consuming too much mental garbage. When you overstimulate yourself with negative or meaningless content, you train your brain to become reactive, unfocused, and disconnected from your inner self. Offended, whether it's buying new things, going on vacation, or posting on social media, these things can provide a temporary high, but ultimately leave you feeling empty and wanting more. Now, most of us think of gluttony as a lapse of our willpower, an overindulgence of food, perhaps a weakness we all secretly succumb to. But what if I were to redefine gluttony for you? Something you may be doing every single day without even realizing it. Comment below. What's one thing you're mentally over-consuming? Something that's not about what you eat, but rather how much of it you consume. Silence can be deafening when you're not used to it. It can bring up uncomfortable feelings or memories and put you face to face with your inner self. But it's in this discomfort that you connect with who you truly are. In our hyper-connected world, many of us have a hard time disconnecting and being present in the moment. But it's important to remember that you can't truly be present if you're constantly distracted. Something that doesn't fill your stomach but can starve your soul. We live in an age where we binge information, attention, social media, validation, and even emotions like anger or drama. You feel uncomfortable in silence. When was the last time you sat in silence with yourself without feeling the need to fill the space with noise or distraction? You scroll endlessly without a purpose. Are you guilty of aimless scrolling? Whether it's on social media, YouTube, or any other platform, you crave constant entertainment, stimulation, or praise. Do you constantly seek external sources of entertainment, stimulation, or praise to feel good about yourself? You get restless without noise or distraction. Do you struggle to focus on tasks or get restless when there is no noise or distraction around you? So, what does it mean to be a psychological glutton? But the good news is that you can break this habit. In the words of the wise poet Rumi, everything in excess is destructive. So I challenge you to take a step back and assess how much you're consuming. Are you a psychological glutton? I'd love to hear from you.